Shocking. Nostradamus's prophecies for this year have already begun to come true. Get ready for a surprising revelation that will leave you in awe. The famous French seer, whose predictions echo through the centuries, left unsettling messages that seem to materialize before our eyes. In a scenario that seems like an apocalyptic film, from devastating pandemics to natural catastrophes and global conflicts, everything seems to align with Nostradamus's enigmatic words. He spoke of diseases spreading unchecked, and with the shadow of COVID-19 still looming, his predictions seem frighteningly accurate. But not only that, Nostradamus also predicted wars and natural disasters that seem to exactly reflect the events dominating the news today. Could he really see the future? Nostradamus's mysterious quatrains, with their enigmatic messages, seem to describe our reality with frightening precision. Simmering international tensions and dramatic political shifts are just some of his predictions now unfolding before us. What else is coming? As the year progresses, the feeling of living within Nostradamus's prophecies intensifies. Global crises, leadership changes, and natural disasters are just the tip of the iceberg of his predictions for 2024. If you're new here, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, leave a like, and pay close attention to what I'm going to reveal to you now. Stay tuned, because it looks like we're witnessing Nostradamus's prophecies come to life in real time. Shocking. Nostradamus predicted the tumultuous events of 2024. The French visionary, famous for his enigmatic predictions, would have left a warning about the events that are already shaking the world this year. Let's explore how his prophecies connect in disturbing ways with the reality we live in now. According to his famous quatrains, Nostradamus predicted, "Earth and air will freeze into great waters. When they come to desire the quintessence, pestilence, famine, death by military hands, the century approaches renewal." This impressive passage, found in Centuria 9, Block 55, suggests a scenario of total chaos, with natural catastrophes, devastating pandemics, and even military conflicts that we could be witnessing right now. But how do these ancient words fit into the events of 2024? The COVID-19 pandemic, which still haunts the world, seems to mirror the plague mentioned by Nostradamus. The new variants of the virus and the constant challenges in combating them suggest that this prediction about the global disease is more timely than ever. Plague, famine, death by military hand paints a stark picture of the health crises and their devastating consequences that we face today. Furthermore, Nostradamus predicted natural disasters and drastic climate changes. The phrase, "the earth and air will freeze into great waters," can be interpreted as a reference to extreme weather events we face, such as floods, melting glaciers, and drastic changes in the climate. These increasingly frequent and intense natural disasters are causing panic and destruction on a global scale. Nostradamus also warned of conflict and political instability, with conflicts intensifying in many parts of the world, including growing tension between major powers. The words, "death by military hands," resonate eerily with recent events. Wars and political disputes continue to threaten global peace, disturbingly aligning with the prophecies of Nostradamus. Furthermore, Nostradamus predicted renewal and change. The reference to the renewal of the century can point to the technological and social transformations we are witnessing. From advances in medicine to changes in the global political landscape, we seem to be in a period of renewal and forced adaptation, just as Nostradamus predicted. As 2024 progresses, each day brings new evidence that Nostradamus may have seen the future with frightening clarity. His prophecies continue to intrigue and challenge our understanding, connecting events from centuries ago with what we experience today. Are we really witnessing the visions of one of the most famous seers in history? Nostradamus's prophecies are a subject that has sparked curiosity and debate for centuries. His enigmatic quatrains, such as those found in prophecies, have been interpreted in a variety of ways, leading to questions about their authenticity and whether their predictions are truly precognitive or mere coincidences that fit historical and contemporary events. Many believe that Nostradamus accurately predicted important events such as the rise of Hitler, the French Revolution, and even the 9/11 attack. For example, the quatrain that says two brothers will be overthrown in chaos has been interpreted as a prediction of the attacks on the Twin Towers in 2001. Nostradamus's prophecies are written in a cryptographic language that allows for a wide range of interpretations. This flexibility can cause many people to see clear connections between their words and events that will occur centuries later. His quatrains often employ symbols and metaphors that are relevant in different situations, such as wars, natural disasters, and social changes. The universality of these images may contribute to the feeling that he actually predicted the future. How to interpret Nostradamus's quatrains? Nostradamus's quatrains are known for their cryptographic and symbolic language, making their interpretation a fascinating and engaging challenge. For those who are brave enough to decipher these enigmatic prophecies and apply them to modern events, here are some tips and methods that can light your way. Study of the 16th century, cultural and religious influences. Nostradamus's quatrains were written during a period of intense religious and political turmoil. Immersing yourself in the cultural and historical environment of the 16th century can reveal the secrets behind the symbols and metaphors it used. Knowing the context of your time is like obtaining the key to a safe full of mysteries. Classical, mythological, and astrological references. Nostradamus often invoked images from classical mythology and Renaissance astrology. To understand his prophecies, it is essential to familiarize yourself with the classical texts and astrology of the time. Common symbols in esoteric and alchemical texts, such as water, can have deep, multifaceted meanings, representing both literal changes and metaphorical purifications. Complex allegories. Nostradamus's quatrains often hide complex events behind seemingly simple allegories. Taking an allegorical approach when analyzing your words can reveal deeper, hidden meanings. The metaphors he used are not just literary. They are keys to a deeper understanding of the events he prophesied. Comparisons with other prophetic works. Placing Nostradamus's quatrains side by side with other prophetic works can reveal common themes and interpretative patterns. These comparisons can open new perspectives and bring to light surprising and revealing interpretations. Exploring Nostradamus's quatrains is like embarking on a journey through time, unraveling enigmas that have defied understanding for centuries and discovering hidden connections between the past and the present. It is a journey full of mystery, challenge, and, above all, an incessant search for the truth hidden in the enigmatic words of one of the most famous seers in history. Pattern identification. Uncovering hidden patterns and recurring themes in courtrooms can reveal dramatic links to modern events. For example, references to great waters can be seen as harbingers of devastating natural disasters, such as catastrophic floods and overwhelming tsunamis. Nostradamus's language, enigmatic and intriguing, allows for multiple and profound interpretations. Each court is like a puzzle that transforms, depending on the current scenario. Interpreting Nostradamus's prophecies requires a combination of historical studies, deep symbolic analysis, and careful application to the contemporary context. While his visions are largely open to interpretation, approaching his quatrains with vision and knowledge can reveal fascinating insights into the future he has predicted. Critics argue that Nostradamus's prophecies are deliberately cryptic and open to varying interpretations. This allows almost any event to be retroactively entered into one of your courts. For example, the prediction of great waters can be applied not only to natural disasters, but also be a metaphor for crises of monumental proportions. Many scholars note that connections between his prophecies and historical events are often made after the facts have come to pass. This suggests that the interpretations are far-fetched and are not based on authentic predictions, but rather on associations made with the benefit of hindsight. There is no irrefutable evidence that Nostradamus accurately predicted specific events. His quatrains are vague about names, dates, and independently verifiable details, fueling controversy over whether his visions were prophetic or merely poetic and symbolic. The controversy over Nostradamus's prophecies. The controversy over the authenticity of Nostradamus's prophecies continues to rage. While his devotees firmly believe in the supernatural accuracy of his predictions, seeing in them an accurate reflection of the events that forged history, skeptics consider them mere ambiguities, conveniently adaptable to events through flexible interpretations. Regardless of your position in this heated debate, it is undeniable that Nostradamus's prophecies continue to capture and intrigue scholars and the general public. As we delve deeper into Nostradamus's complex and enigmatic verses, we are confronted with a penetrating question. Are we truly deciphering the future, or simply seeing patterns where none exist? The impressive precision with which his quatrains seem to align with contemporary events, such as global pandemics, natural disasters, and military conflicts, leaves us perplexed. The vision of plague, famine, and death at military hands resonates hauntingly with the crises we face today. However, this forces us to consider a fundamental question. Are we correctly interpreting his prophecies, or are we shaping events to suit his words? As we explore the depths of Nostradamus's quatrains, we must ask ourselves whether his predictions are true windows into the future, or simply reflections of the fears and hopes of his own time. How can we discern the truth of the myth in its apocalyptic and grandiose visions? To what extent does flexibility in the interpretation of your quotes help us understand our uncertain present and future? In this intriguing context, we cannot help but wonder if we are witnessing a continuous cycle of self-fulfilling prophecies, shaped by the incessant human search for meaning. How do you interpret Nostradamus's words? Did he have a genuinely supernatural vision, or are we simply molding his words over the centuries to suit our understanding and the events we experience? My name is Ismael de Almeida, here from the Sacred Words channel, and I invite you to delve into Nostradamus's prophecies with an open and critical mind. What other predictions do you think could be happening today? Do you believe that Nostradamus's prophecies are true? Which of these events we are currently experiencing, in your opinion, are truly in line with Nostradamus's prophecies? Share your interpretations and join the conversation in the comments below. Is the future really written in the stars, or are we the ones who write our own history? Let's explore Nostradamus's prophecies together and decipher whether he truly saw what was coming, or whether it is our perception that shapes his legacy. Where shadow mixes with light, the future whispers secrets hidden between the lines of the present. See you in the comments. Gratitude.